everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Capri Social Network. I am your host, Cap, aka Capri, or vice versa, however you would like to classify me or call me by, whatever name you like to call me by. Anyway, and that's neither here nor there. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the lady by the name of Miss Lillian Gaddis. The lady, for some of you who may want me to both elaborate and clarify more on who she is, she's the Caucasian female who happened to be making a post on TikTok, and judging from my vantage point, it seemed to be a post on teaching people how to prepare a certain kind of meal, prepare/cook a certain kind of meal. And while making the post, she happened to say the word niggers, on behalf of how a lot of these white people that like to be down when black culture, how they may call themselves saying the word nigger, but instead saying nigger, they may say either nigger or niggers. And whether you know it or not, folks, these people who claim and want to be so down with the black community when it's convenient are the main ones that are some of the most low-key racists. When that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if this same female, Miss Lillian, aka Lilly, may happen to bump when she's driving the car, may happen to be bumping either Gorilla or Sexy Red music, and while bumping, it may recite the lyrics word for word. And while she's doing so, when she's with her homegirls, she may have nothing but white homegirls in the car with her while doing so. Don't be surprised, she may be one of those same types of white females who, while she's at the grocery store and you're on the aisle as a black person, when she wants something, when she sees an item she may happen to reach over you without saying she's sorry or anything in that regard. The same types of white women who always like to play the victim, anytime they may be the main ones who is the perpetrator whenever they do things to get on a black person's skin, one of those types of white people, which also brings to mind on how phony white people are when they want to be a part of and experience our black culture when it's convenient. Even the ones who claim to be so nice, appear to be so nice on the job towards black people, the ones who may work around mostly black people and may use all the quote-unquote black slang, the most recent black slang, only to say all kinds of use all kinds of racial slurs and epithets when not around those same black co-workers. People by the likes of Justin Timberlake or Mark Wahlberg, I started to say Zuckerberg, I wouldn't be surprised he may be just as worse than Mark Zuckerberg, but that's a whole different video for a whole other topic. But Mark Wahlberg, some of you who may know him from way back in the day, for all my people that are 39 plus, may know him from Mark and Mark and the Funky Bunch, the group Mark and Mark and the Funky Bunch. Whether you know it or not, he used racial slurs. Back in the 80s, he was accused of using racial hate crimes towards minorities, being one of them being a group of Vietnamese. And while doing so, he brutally beat them so much to the point where they had to be hospitalized, I believe, right after he did so. Anyways, while doing so, and this is the truth, where I don't know how true it is, I just say he allegedly, while beating them, called them slanted-eyed geeks. And it was also some incidents where he happened to use racial slurs against black kids while he was a teenager. Mark Wahlberg, once again, somebody who's a world-renowned movie star, somebody who started out in the hip-hop game trying to play the black card until he got up on his feet until he started pursuing movies. Then he wanted to start back to being white again. Although Mark Zuckerberg is Jewish, if you want to be technically, he's still a white descent. He's what you could classify as a white Jew. Anyways, it was another incident, like I started to say, whereas as a teenager, and judging from reliable sources, he happened to throw rocks, him and some buddies of his, I'm assuming white buddies, happened to throw rocks at some black kids, a group of black kids, either on their way to school or from school, and while doing so was calling them the N-word. Mark Wahlberg is somebody who acts like he's so down with black people. Until this day, he may act like he is so down with black people. Anytime you may see him at a red carpet show or whatnot. Somebody else who played the black card for a long time when it was convenient, Justin Timberlake. Now, judging from reliable sources, Justin Timberlake, who started out initially on a Mickey Mouse Club show and eventually began to burst onto the scene and make it big onto the scene when he joined the group NSYNC, the pop group NSYNC, believe it or not. And this was a few months back. This black guy who happened to be, I believe, a road manager or tour manager for the group reported where it was several racist incidents he experienced while being on the road with them. And one of the things they said about him while on the road with them, right, what he could hear, and this is alleged, was that you niggers aren't good for anything. Justin Timberlake was accused of using racial slurs, him and some more NSYNC members, towards a tour manager. It was either, once again, a tour manager or a road manager. Anyways, let me get straight to the video on behalf of this lady, Miss Lilly and Gaddis, who was fired from her workplace on behalf of saying the N-word while making a social media post. And I also, after I show this post, I wanted to show you the second post on behalf of her apologizing as well.
Immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass niggas.
No, I can't see anything about this video.
Upset members of a certain community. And
now, this right here is the video on behalf of her not apologizing. I can't quite remember what I said just a minute or so ago. I may have said that she apologized. And I do apologize. Let me say it all over again. Let me correct myself. She did not apologize. Just in case I did say that she apologized for saying what she said, she did not take back anything that she said, did not apologize whatsoever on behalf of doing so. So let me just make that clear as well.
All the backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all that, I still couldn't find a care.
You're going to call us racist? You're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs? Fuck you. War.
So I'm going to stop sharing that. Anyways, this here type of white female happens to be the same type of white female who may act all cool when she's around black women. And in some cases, like she's actually a black woman by using the most latest black slang and lingo. But anytime she may be around her own kind of people, for instance, if she may happen to go to a function such as a wedding or some other kind of function in that regard, you may see her around nothing but her very own kind. Once again, the same type of white people who claim to be so down with black culture are the same ones, black people, that are the most conniving, the same ones that are the most sneakiest, the same ones who are calling you racial slurs behind closed doors. And the same ones, whether you know it or not, anytime they may try to appropriate our culture, because you could also consider it as cultural appropriation whenever a white person tries to adapt the black culture so much to the point where they may want to start rocking either dreads or braids, dreadlocks or braids. These are the same white people who are low-key, whether we know it or not, black folks, mocking us, making fun of us, on all kinds of levels. The same ones, once again, who claim to be so into black culture, so cool with us, are the main ones when it all comes down to it that are the most racist, most bigoted, and want to be able to experience black culture, appropriate black culture whenever it's convenient. Anyways, you guys make sure you like the video, you comment on it, you share last night, at least you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys have a good one.